Wow. Just wow. That has got to be the best carbonara I have ever had.
Thank you, ma'am. I've been cooking it for years.
Well, clearly, that was just delicious. Let me take a look at your application here. Wait a minute. It says here that you spent time in jail.
Yes, ma'am, that's true. But I was arrested several years ago and recently just got out, and the person who I was back then was just much dumber and younger, and I'm totally different now. It was actually in jail that I actually learned
Hold up. Let me stop you right there. This is a very high-class, prestigious restaurant, one of the best in the city, and unfortunately, we can't have ex-convicts in our kitchen.
I understand, but I really hope you give me a chance.
Ugh, give me a break. How can I know that I could even trust you? How do I know you haven't been stealing things while you're here?
Ma'am, the person who I was when I committed that crime is entirely different than who I am now. For several years, I've been growing up and maturing, and I'm just trying my hardest to become a productive member of society.
Well, you can be a productive member of society somewhere else. People don't change. They just don't, okay? So get out of my restaurant before I call the police and have them arrest you again.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go. But I really do hope you reconsider.
Oh, hey Debbie. Oh, you saw the new applicant today.
Yes, I did.
And how was he?
Well, his carbonara was the best I've ever had.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, not exactly. I took a look at his application, and it turns out that he has a criminal record. He spent 5 years in jail. I don't even know how that happened. I don't know how he got through the screening process, but anyway, don't worry about it. I kept an eye on him as he was leaving to make sure he didn't steal anything.
But you did just say that his carbonara was the best you've ever tasted, yes?
Yes, but Mr. Smith, he has a criminal record.
Okay, well, Debbie, let me tell you a little something about myself. Many years ago, I was arrested and convicted of robbery, and I spent 3 years in prison.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Smith, I had no idea that you spent time in jail. You just don't strike me as that kind of a person at all.
You see, people can change. I came out of prison a completely different person than I was going in. To this day, I still teach a class at the local prison on how to cook, because I believe that when these prisoners come out of jail, they should have the skills to become productive members of society. But there's no way a person can become a productive member of society if they are not given a chance. And once you've done your time, you can't live the rest of your life in the shadows.
Mr. Smith, I have to be completely honest with you. I'm really saddened that you didn't tell me about your background. I don't know that I feel comfortable working for a felon.
Well, Debbie, you actually don't have to work for a felon. But I will say that I do think that I've been a pretty fair and decent boss to you.
Yeah, you have, but I just don't think people can change that easily. I just don't. I bet you're hiding something, aren't you, Mr. Smith?
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
Is this like a front for something illegal? Are you selling drugs?
Hey, all right, Debbie, stop right there. I refuse to be spoken to in that manner in my own restaurant. I think that you should get your things and go. Here, in my restaurant, we treat people with kindness and dignity and respect.
Okay, whatever.
Edgar, what are you doing here?
Mr. Smith? What a nice surprise.
Hey. When did you get out?
A few weeks, actually. And, I've been trying to put your cooking skills to use. I actually just had an interview at this restaurant.
So you were the applicant this morning. I heard it didn't go so well.
Wait, how do you know that?
Well, Edgar, this is my restaurant. And that woman who you spoke to earlier, she's no longer with us. So, are you still interested in a job?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for taking a chance on me.
I'm not taking a chance at all. I have seen your skills close up. So, how about this? You be here tomorrow morning 8 a.m. for your first day of work. Yeah?
Yes, chef.